can imagine myself being enlisted to some sort of Amazon army fighting against Google after Google defeats Meta in whatever war they're in. I've been saving up for a mortgage since I was 20. I have got, okay, I'm gonna just tell you the figure, but please censor it because it's not that money anyway. But I've got euro saved up, give or take. 10-15 years ago, that would have been amazing to get a mortgage. Now if I look at it, I'm like, where the can I get a mortgage? We used to rent in the same place for 10 years and we got evicted out of there because the landlord wanted to sell it, and fair enough, you know what I mean, it's his fucking house, but at the same time he was profiting off us for about 10 fucking years, and it's like, where's my future gonna be here? I can't afford shit. I can't afford shit. Our fucking housing, like most of our housing is just now being owned by fucking companies, right? And these companies are just renting it all out, and it's like, what the fuck is it? Who's running the country? It's clearly like none of us are getting benefited by it except some guy offshore that's making profit off our backs, and we feel the fucking grip. We feel the fucking grip. It just matters about what services, what company takes care of you. And at the end of the day, they don't really care about you. They just want to keep their profit margins high. So, yeah, that's my idea of the future anyway.
Spaceships and like we're so close to just having like oh hey, you want to go to space, go to fucking space. So we're gonna have space travel quick, and like you pull up like a bus and shit to different universes and like different planets. That would be sick. Just go up in the spaceship, just like look outside the windows and be like, wow, I'm in space. That's the moon. We're gonna have like underground tunnels to shoot to different countries. Like, dude, there's gonna be fucking people flying around in ships everywhere. There's gonna be all types of crazy highways and crazy cars, and cars aren't gonna be fucking electric. That's never gonna happen. That'll never happen. That's a lie. They're gonna be gas, and they're all gonna be gas, and we're gonna have lots of gas, and everything's gonna be awesome. And there's gonna be giant skyscrapers, new fish that are discovered in the ocean, like new types of sushi, dude, and like new food, space travel. I wanna go to space, and new cars. New cars. Updating my brain to the cloud? Fuck no. Never. That should be like a prison sentence. You are sentenced to the cloud.
You can upload your brain to a computer and live forever. I would, yeah. Anything could happen. It's basically your own world. What type of specs we got though? No more oil. Gone. Just decimated. Optimistically, I'd say like Overwatch putting their loot box system back. I'm still on about it. I'm gonna sign it off with a backflip. Booyah! Gotta hit him with it.
Não sei, nunca pensei muito no futuro, sempre tive um pouco de medo, sempre achei um negócio muito distante e estranho, então eu sempre só empurrei as coisas e fui deixando ir conforme a vida me levasse. E é isso.
I mean, I just think that we're gonna get a lot better at the stuff we already have, like an actual bulletproof vest that like can actually stop any bullet. Probably some diseases could be cured. I don't think cancer will probably be cured in 50 years, but that'd be cool if it was. We could be on Mars.
I think the future looks like people see the world as it really is, because right now people are just so invested in themselves. And people will see the world as it really is, and there will be a lot more advances, and there will be robots that serve you, and then the robots will destroy the world.
We as people are either going to come together and try to fix some of the stuff, or what's regrettably more likely to happen, we don't, and stuff gets worse.
Maybe we switch to all green power, solar punk kind of situation going on. You know, we've solved all of our world problems. Everything's good. League of Legends servers have been shut down. Probably not like zombie apocalypse or anything. Maybe like a nuclear war breaks out because, you know, with the whole thing with Russia and everything that's been going on, that could be a real possibility.
Будущее для меня делится на два будущих. Это будущее реальное и будущее моей мечты. И будущее мечты я бы мог рассказать вот сейчас, что я сделаю, но вот реальное будущее в данный момент времени, оно достаточно далеко для меня. из-за понятных причин, я думаю, всем. Очень трудно планировать и строить планы больше, чем на 10 минут вперед. Я не уверен в завтрашнем дне и что уж говорить о будущем. Но мир во всем мире для начала — это счастливый дом, где тепло, где есть любимый человек. И если говорить более о чем-то глобальном, то это замечательная медицина, которая излечит кого угодно, чтобы никто в мире не болел. Это избавление от любых глобальных проблем. И я больше по техническому, конечно, поэтому для меня будущее — это машинное обучение и всякие такие штуки. Я очень хочу увидеть искусственный интеллект, в который ty zabýváš text, on dělá dla teba igru.
Budúcnosť sa zdá zatiaľ, že má dve cesty. Jedna je veľmi nepriateľná a temná, a druhá sa zdá, že je dobrá. Ale nie som si istý, ktorou pôjdeme. Lebo zatiaľ to vyzerá tak 50/50.
I think we're just gonna go into a very corporate world. Everything's gonna be sterile. There's no 4chan anymore. America's not going to be as big as it is right now. It's going to be a bit smaller. We're probably going to see the European Union be a lot more powerful. I think that's probably where we're going to go. Is like, it's more of a European focused or Eastern focused world rather than a Western focus to America and stuff.
Like all the stuff we've been relying on for a while, like sort of like collapsing the way things have been going. No one's really pushing for any type of like real change, and we're kind of getting to the point where we're just going back and forth with making small promises to the point where like nothing's really getting done. I feel like a lot of people are just okay with that because they don't want to hear that the world's not doing so well, and they don't want to like hear that we're already past a few points of no return, and I just don't really see things getting better anytime soon. It just feels really bleak right now.
There's a tendency to think of things as dire in the world. I'm guilty of that too. But honestly, I don't think things are any different than if you had asked that question like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I just think we have a tendency to like look at the world from a more grimmer perspective because we spend so much time on social media and obsessed with things, but it's always been the same. I'm not optimistic about the world. I'm optimistic about our ability to endure it.
Oh man, I want to keep hopeful about people, but I think we're in for a long spiral down.
I'm pretty optimistic about the future. I think that the last couple of years have been pretty bleak, and I think we're gonna do okay.
Trying to imagine like uniting both America and Europe into one country, and like that shit's never gonna fucking work. Like there's too much difference. So humanity's always gonna be divided into like little sub tribes, like these countries like America, the European Union, Russia, China. The whole dream of like humanity uniting under one banner and like building an intergalactic society. Yeah, we might go to the stars one day, but it's gonna be under like corporate interests and for like profit over like survival. The outlook's always gonna be conflict and war. That's like the best business to be in. It's guaranteed.
Ich glaube, was Leute nicht kapieren, ist, dass der Klimawandel die erste Sache ist, die alle Menschen betreffen wird auf der Welt. Sowohl die Reichen als auch die Armen. Das ist etwas, wovon du nicht wegrennen kannst, weil es die ganze Welt betrifft. Und wenn Leute nicht klar wird, dass es ein universales Problem ist, von dem man nicht einfach wegrennen kann, dann glaube ich, sieht es relativ düster mit unserer Zukunft aus oder dem Wohlstand, wie wir ihn momentan haben, einfach weil wir so nicht weiterleben können wie bisher.
I think everyone's a doomer, and I have like this naive optimism. I think it's gonna be great. I think we're all gonna be living in harmony and stuff, and technology's gonna be better, and we're gonna live on different planets. That's gonna be fun. And they're gonna invent a new Red Bull without caffeine in it, so I can drink it at nighttime.
What does the future look like? What does the future look like? I think we're all gonna have a time. That's for sure. Nightmare to think about. Don't put me down that rabbit hole.
We likely won't have bodies as we know it anymore. Our consciousness will exist in a space, kind of like the internet, without the limitations of our bodies. I believe in like 1,000 years, with how quickly technology is advancing, I genuinely believe we will get to a point where our bodies are no longer, and we have reached a point of essential immortality, digitally speaking, and we will exist in this cloud-like space. We will be immortal, have access completely to essentially all information. We would, at this point, be able to travel to other places in the universe and in the galaxy, because we are no longer inhibited by our bodies and our, fleshy forms. We would be conscious in this cloud, and we could exist for millennia and be able to travel to places that would take way longer than our lifetime to travel to normally. So we would be able to start colonizing the galaxy and universe and exploring beyond. We would probably start harnessing like energies from stars. Definitely exploring also different forms of travel via like wormholes. Deep dive into black hole technology and everything, and white hole technology, and dimensional travel as well. Like literally, I know it sounds fucking crazy, but I think the idea of accessing different dimensions would be a step beyond that. We're gonna figure things out. We'll get through it. We're the human race. We're strong. We're not like, a little anthill that gets squashed, We thrive through worse. The best in people exists. I genuinely believe that, we have a positive outlook. Yes, things look bleak, so we want to be oh, this sucks. I'm glad that I get to experience this life. I'm glad I get to talk to you in a virtual reality as a little cat. I'm glad I get to, be in this cute little happy world. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. This is cool. I'm a cat girl. I'm excited to exist. I'm glad that I'm here. What the fuck?
I'm gonna say the next 50 years, I genuinely don't think, we as humans, I don't think we'll be alive anymore. I think we're gonna kill each other. It's kind of weird having that, mindset that everything's gonna end, but, it affects subtle things, I don't know, maybe, a future job. Maybe I'm just not as interested in trying to get, some high-quality job. I'm not saying we should give up. I'm just saying, I think that we won't be here. I think that we're gonna kill ourselves. That sounded odd. I think that we're going to kill each other. I'm just kind of here, and I'll just be here until I'm not,
Good response. I respect your opinion, but I don't give a shit.
I imagine the structures of buildings maybe remodeled. Probably a little more stable, or maybe Sonic game. They're all fast paced. They're all you just go in a linear level, but they changed it up with abilities, but it's still somewhat the same thing.
You ever heard of Neon Genesis Evangelion? As a world, we're going to make our own Pandora's box, and then we're probably gonna open it, because that's just how we are. Whoa, he's doing a jig.
There's just been a complete radicalization of people on the internet, and I don't think that's going to go away. I think it's going to keep getting worse. Microplastics in everyone's blood, pollution continues to be on the rise, rainwater is now polluted by microplastics. We've got corporations that are just getting bigger and bigger, monopolies that are forming, media monopolies, brand monopolies when it comes to stuff like food. But I know that it hasn't gotten as bad as it can be, and it is heading towards. There are scary times ahead.
What does the future look like?
The future is not bright, but we are responsible for at least keeping it dim.